What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at anti-meta Thunder Bros. Now this is a very trollsy lockdown / stun-oriented deck. Not the most consistent thing, but when it works, gosh darn it. The anti-meta comes from the use of Denko Sekka, which, if you're watching this at a later date, the current meta is mostly Paleozoics. They're like the strongest deck, and Denko Sekka shuts them down pretty good. We're also playing Zap Mustang, which is a super trollsy card that locks down just about everything. The Bro comes from this new Bro Hunder card, who works with the other Hunders, as well as Ties of the Brethren, because Brethren are like bros, right? Right? Yeah. But you use this along with all your other Thunder monsters, and you can make a pretty mean lockdown. And of course, with Thunder, we've got Lightning, like a Lightning Vortex and Raigeki and stuff. Probably not the most consistent choices, but, you know, if I made this deck as consistent as it could be, it wouldn't be any fun to watch. It would just be me making a first turn board and people quitting. So this is not, just a warning ahead of time, this is not the most consistent version of this deck, but this is an interesting version of this deck. Now, if you just want the deck profile, if you just want to see how this thing is played, I have a separate, shorter video in the description where I'll go over everything in here, explain how it works. Otherwise, we're playing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you all the combos, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel versus Raphael Redfield. Some sort of weird relative of Chris Redfield, I'm sure. And you want to go first with this deck, which we are not going, unfortunately. We do have a pretty decent hand, and assuming these aren't terrible traps, or just the start of something interesting. This is normal summon while you control no cards, draw it, reveal it, okay. But anytime you start with Ties of the Brethren, you're pretty set. Of course, it's better to have Denko Sekka. Denko Sekka can't be special summoned, so you can't summon her with Ties of the Brethren. But that's fine. We've still got a thing or two we can do. So let's see. We're going to normal summon Hunder. Response, perhaps? Breakthrough skill. Kind of sucks. Actually, that sucks a lot. Because then that's in the graveyard during his turn and he could prevent our lockdown. But I'm still going to show what the lockdown can do. Because maybe he won't know which thing to do. Maybe he'll try to get Thunder King Rai-Oh. Took him a moment. Got our Zap. Good old Zap Mustang. Really cool looking. And the way you organize him there, he kind of looks like he's pointing. So we're going to go ahead and get our Zap Mustang, along with our other Thunder King Rai-Oh. So this is the main crux of it. Mostly just Zap Mustang. Thunder King Rai-Oh is just extra. If you're unfamiliar with him, which, very staple, well, that's no fun. And I can't use that again. Well, I could use it again next turn. I have another Zap Mustang in my deck. So yeah, we're just doomed for this turn. But yeah, Thunder King Rai-Oh, if you're unfamiliar with him. I guess I got one over here. Neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand, except by drawing them. And during either player's turn, if your opponent would special summon one monster, you could send this face-up card to the graveyard to negate the special summon. So if they Ixie summon or something like that, you can tribute this to negate it. And they wouldn't be able to do stuff like that. You can't search while Thunder King Rai-Oh's out on the field. And he's got 1900 attack, that's pretty sizable. Of course, he's got a level 8 or rank 8 synchro play. Going for Beals, the Diabolical Dragons. Which sucks. I really shouldn't have used Hunder. I should have just like normal summoned like Thunder King Rai-Oh and used this. Because this is really good. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's once per turn you can normal summon one light Thunder type monster from your hand. Except for Hunder as an additional normal summon. Which really kind of puts me in a tricky predicament. Because now I could do Ties of the Brethren, but that would just cost me more life points, and I wouldn't actually be making much of a field. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate Thunder Seahorse. You could discard that to add any two Thunder monsters under a certain number of attack with the same name. They get 1600 or less. So you get two of the Hunters, so we're ready for next turn, and I'm just going to set one of our Vylon Prisons. Just to absorb this attack, and hope he can't do another synchro play. It looks like he's running a pretty slow deck. Just based off the fact that he's running like the Gadget engine. So perhaps I can, if he'll summon a gadget, best case scenario, that gadget won't be able to get over 1500. He'll attack with both. He'll attack with the gadget first, and then I won't take any damage. Or I'll take 1300 damage. Let us see. Nope, I'm taking that 1300. Which sucks, but I could still make do with things. Although I need something that can get rid of Beals. Which, yeah, I can do that pretty easily. I mean, it'll take some doing, but I'll be able to do it. Let's see, so... Normal summon Hunder. Hunder's all like, you can normal summon again if you want to. I mean, go ahead. Vylon Prism. Good, level 4, and it's a tuner. Which gives us access to both rank 4 monsters as well as... a selection of synchro monsters, none of which would be useful for this. I think I'm just going to go with Silent Honor Arc. I could also do Paladynamo, because it would negate. Yeah, you know what? You don't see Paladynamo very often, because it's 2 light monsters. Go ahead and show that off. That's a cool thing. So you can detach 2, target a monster, its effects are negated, its attack becomes 0. So he will be destroyed by battle and take the 2000. Yep. Zap! Zap, motherfucker! Unfortunately, he's going to have a rank 4 play of his own. But if he destroys us, I get to draw a card, so there's that. Unfortunately, just starting off with both the breakthrough skill and the whatchamacallit. His one of... Oh, he's playing Lightning Vortex too. Great. I'm pretty sure I won't be killed this turn, but he's got another big play he can make. I've got Dark Hole, but I'm not going to be able to use Ties of the Brethren anymore. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. Yep, the one time I had it to make the play and I could not make it. But that's fine, there'll be... Sorry, there's just so many times when I'm playing this deck and I don't get any of my Ties of the Brethren, so now to get all 3 of them when I have 100 less attack. Yeah, and I think we'll just Denko. Denko, while you control no set spell or trap cards, neither player can set or activate set spell or trap cards. So whatever this is, he's not going to be able to activate it. And that's why we play no traps of our own, it's all spells and monsters, because... If you get Denko out, you can't... Oh, Smashing Ground. Does he have a monster? He has a monster. Great. Perfecto. So, not a good showing of our first time, unfortunately. He just had that one of Bottomless Trap Hole. But we'll see if we can get some better luck going into the second duel. Okay, second duel versus Naraku, which I feel like that's one of those Japanesey names. This time we can go first. And this time we don't have... our Ties of the Brethren, which would have been great because we got our Denko Sekka right here. But that's fine. We can deck thin the movie the game. Let's just go ahead and add Hunders for added plays. You can't special summon the turn you use this, which is a sad state of affairs. But I can put this out. For some reason it's way... Okay. I can normal summon Denko. And it's while you control no set spell traps. Okay. And then Swords of Revealing Light, which is normally a terrible card, but it works really well with the lockdown that has to do with Zap Mustang, which I'll explain him when I get to him. Because I don't want to just be explaining all this and you have no reference point. It'd be easier if I could just point it there and be like, there, see? It has all the text and you could read it yourself if you want to. But either way, hopefully this'll do enough. Between the 2 monsters and this, it'll protect me for the turn. Especially if he's playing tunes. Granted, if he's just using that as part of a Cyber Dragon engine, I might be doomed. But if he's playing an actual tune deck, this is good because he can't attack the turn he's summoned. Not that he can attack anyway, unless he gets rid of that. But yeah, Swords of Revealing Light, really one of those cards that's just like an inherent minus because it doesn't really do much on its own. Let's see. So, we're going to Pa Hunder. Pa Hunder will let us normal summon again. We'll get our Vylon Prison. And one of my personal favorite cards in here. We're going to have several monsters. Yeah, let's just make Stardust Dragon. Stardust Spark's pretty good, too. I'm going to make that Stardust Dragon, so that way if he Dark Holes, Raigekis us, or whatever, we're good. And when Vylon Prison is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can attach it to a monster. Let's go ahead and put it on Denko, because we don't want him to kill that. And then when that monster attacks, it gains or if it attacks or is attacked, it gains 1,000 attack during the damage step. So I'll go up to 2,700. And of course you could put that on Stardust Dragon too, and he'd have 3,500 if you're going against like really big things. But because of Stardust Dragon's effect, because it'll tribute itself and go to the graveyard, that would just destroy Vylon Prison, and we don't want to be doing that. So yeah, we're pretty good. He can't set any kind of traps, or even spell trap, or yeah, he can't set any spell traps. He can't Dark Hole / Raigeki, and he has surrendered. So we didn't get the perfect lockdown, but we got locked down enough that he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle all the things we were doing. Although, you know, let's go ahead. We'll take a look at his hand and see what he had. 1 second. Ah, yep. Well, I mean, most of this was him doing himself. Playing the Red Eyes Toon Dragons and the Toon Dark Magicians. He could have Toon Mermaided, but then he couldn't have special summoned either one of those. The only thing I really did was locked him out of using Toon Briefcase, which would have worked, maybe. I mean, he would have had something he could have done now, but that wouldn't really helped him all that much. So this was more a case of my opponent just having a bad hand, or a bad deck in general, than me having a particularly good deck. I want to say probably not the greatest deck, although he is playing Bottomless Tarpole. We know how that screws us over. So, we'll go on into the third duel. Third duel? Yeah, third duel. Okie dokie, here we are, third duel versus the big Saturn. He's a big old Saturn. Show me. Oh, man. Why you gotta be doing these things to me? Decisions. Do we want to do the same thing we did last time? I think we just want to do the same thing we did last time. Or something similar to it. Although we might be playing against a much better deck. Let's pick Ma Hunder because she has the higher attack. And then what we're going to do is just like normal summon. Use that, normal summon again. Bro Hunder. Bro Hunder searches any light level 4 Thunder type monster, which is a lot of things. Zap Mustang we actually want to keep in the deck. But you could search out your Denko Sekka if we didn't already have one. I think what we want to do actually is just get another Pa Hunder. So we're set. Unfortunately, man, this would be a really good card if it didn't have that thing that says you can't special summon during the turn you use this effect. If I could do that and then go into a rank 4 Ixie or go into a synchro play, it would be an amazing card. Oops, setting cards. Wouldn't be able to do that if I had my Denko. Ah! So let's see if we could see what he's seeing. What he's playing. Bada boosh! What you got? What you playing? Ancient Gears? Tricky. They don't have a lot of spell traps. I think I'd rather just have a whole lot of attack with but if he attacks with an Ancient Gear, I'm not going to be able to activate effects anyway. Yeah, so we'll go ahead. Ma Hunder has more attack. And let's get a Vylon Prism on here. It's prison sentence time. I think... Well, that's a Wyvern. Let's see here. What can make? Ah, perfect. Can't have thunder without a little bit of lightning. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, and then we stack that on top. Because why not just go all the way? Get that Utopia. The lightning. With real lightning. Let's see, and that'll be 29. Yeah, that'll be good. So, This way, in case he has some kind of effect, some kind of flip effect or graveyard effect, he won't be able to activate it. Which is good, because he won't be able to activate it. Because if you're unfamiliar with Utopia the Lightning, he's not just a guy who goes up to 5,000 to get over things. He's also, your opponent can't activate cards and effects when he attacks. And the attack declaration, I'll have to make a tutorial eventually about how the battle phase and everything works out, but basically when things are going to the graveyard and getting their graveyard effects, they're still technically, like, activating during the battle phase. So now we're going to make Stardust Spark Dragon. Bada boom. Prisma going on that. This, if you don't know, during either player's turn, I could target a card and it can't be destroyed once during that turn. So this will let me protect from Dark Holes, Raigekis. I can save my Utopia the Lightning. He's just going to surrender, though. You can't, where there's thunder, there's lightning. I mean, what could he say? And Stardust and Sparks. This is just a big fire hazard waiting to happen. And he's got Ancient Gears. That was before safety standards, so he's not ready for this. Got some cool sleeves, too, by the way. I like them. Well, I'll see you in the 4th duel. And here we are in the 4th duel versus Kaiba himself of Kaiba Corp. He better be playing some 60 card Blue Eyes. And we've got a good one. This is not quite the lockdown, but this is pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon Denko Sekka. And then we've got Photon Lead. Not the kind of card I normally like, but it's useful for Zap Mustang because it cannot be normal summoned or set. Can only be special summoned by a card effect during your main phase 1. And I believe it cannot be special summoned other ways. And cannot be special summoned if you have special summoned this turn. Lots of summoning requirements. You gotta play extra cards just to get him out. Of course, you can use Ties of the Brethren to get him, which is very useful. More importantly, each turn, the turn player can only special summon a number of times equal to the number of attacks they conducted that reach the end of the battle phase this turn. So basically what that means is, in his main phase, he has to attack, and then he can only special summon that many monsters equal to how many attacks he did. So normally, if you only got your normal summon, so you have to attack once, and then you could special summon one monster. If they have a way to special summon a bunch, it's good. And this monster can't be destroyed by battle up to twice per turn. So it sets up for a lot of different things. Like, obviously he's got some high attack, he's going to be getting over it. A lot of people don't have what it takes to survive attacks into either of these. And especially with, like, Thunder King Rai-Oh. Oh, he's going... so he wants to... Oh. Well... Doesn't that just fuck my tussle? Fuck. And here I was like so excited and I just couldn't hide it and I was about to lose control and I thought I liked it. And turns out I don't know shit about these pendulum magicians and what they can do. I guess it's just a good thing that pendulum magicians aren't a thing. Or magicians in general aren't going to be a thing shortly. Not magicians. Pendulums in general aren't going to be a thing shortly. Look at this pendulum graph. Every time I do it makes me cry. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's got effects that go into other effects. I cannot target spellcaster type monsters with spell effects that face up in the monster zone, leaves the field. Add a pendulum. Then destroy this card. So he's like all traps. This Denko would have been really useful to me. Sadly. And yeah, this is one of those decks, like if they do happen to get the Raigeki or they do happen to break your field, there's not often much you can do. I mean, I could try this Ties of the Brethren. I don't know how useful it'll be at this point without Denko Sekka. I need to be able to do things. He's waiting. He's probably like Trap City. Destroy them. If you do not destroy both cards, you could send one card from your field to the graveyard. Only use this effect once per turn. Yep. Sadly, attack boosts. Did not predict it. So I'm going to assume I lose this one. I'll just mark this one down as a loss, and a humiliating one at that, because I don't know what these do. Which, I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. I'm not sure if you've seen the YGOPro tournament. Good old Simo had on his channel. He's another prominent Yugi-tuber. He invited all the other people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! On YouTube to compete in this big tournament. I was in it. And it's interesting hearing the commentary, because it seems like no matter who he has on there, there's people who don't know like a vast majority of the cards. They're constantly getting their effects wrong and stuff like that. And I'm by no means perfect, obviously. I have no idea what these do. But I find that because I've played so many What-A decks, because I played such a variety of decks, that I seem to know more variety of cards than even like experienced Yugi tubers do. Or maybe it's just the pressure of them casting. I don't know. I forget what my point was with this. Either way, I've lost. He's just doing things to show off now. So we'll see in the next duel. Alright, here we are, 5th duel versus Alex Knight. Once again, we're going first, and we actually start with the combo. So hopefully I could show this at least once. I mean, I kind of explained it last time. The last time we had kind of a blowout. Things didn't go quite as expected, or as expected at all. Kind of a mismatch. One of the few decks that seems to have attack boosting for normal summoned monsters. Which, like I said, this is more like, you know, Paleos don't usually have a lot of normal summoned monsters. The ones they do are the frogs that can't get over stuff like this. And, a burn deck. I see. This may be difficult. So, Mask of the Accursed during each of your standby phases. Of course, I can Ixie summon with the thing, or just attack through, because he can't set any traps. He may have a monster, but I can normal summon a whole bunch of things. Oh, trying to make me get rid of my Denko Sekka. That's fine, I'll take a... You just gotta be that guy then, don't you? And wave motion. Well, doesn't that just fuck my tussles? No, we're good. I'm gonna be able to do so many goddamn things, he's not even gonna be able... Okay, so first of all, normal summon that. Good luck! Oh, I gotta attack things first. Let's see. It's okay, I can make 2 attacks. I was going to expect that. And we'll do that. Hey, hey, ho, ho. But that's okay, because now I can special summon twice. So we'll get Vylon Prism on here. And let's go ahead, because I don't think he's going to be special summoning much. We'll make Scrap Dargon with this, and Hunder. Yeah, Hunder. For now. Vylon Prison will equip to Scrap Dargon. And let's see, what do I want to get rid of? I think Denko. So let's get rid of... Well, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, we'll get rid of Thunder King, so that will get rid of one of his Mask of the Accursed, and we'll get rid of the Mask of Accursed that's equipped to Denko. So there's 1,000 less damage we're taking already. And then next turn I can get rid of his Wave Motion Cannon or his Marshmallow. And because my Thunder King Rai-Oh is no longer here, I'll be able to search Tricksters. I should have known. But hopefully I can Kaiser Seahorse, get 2 Hunders, put some things on the field, get rid of Marshmallow, and attack for all the damage. Assuming he can't OTK me right here. He still can't set any traps, so he can't use that powerful trap. Although now he can get rid of Denko Sekka. I should have put this on Denko Sekka. I didn't expect the... I should have expected... okay, I expected the Tricksters. I forgot that they have an 1800 monster. I know them mostly for their burn damage, and the other ones are, like, tiny. These are still new. This is my first time ever playing against them. I've only seen them. I've only heard the stories about them. The theories. Of course, he can't special summon things until he attacks. I don't think he quite understands that. he's going to be like, all good luck to me. Which, granted, he still may have this depending on what he has and if he's smart enough to attack over Denko. If he can get, when I activate a spell trap effect. So I think I need to get rid of... That's... okay. That's the one where I draw a card. Yeah, probably Dark Room of Nightmare, because that'll activate several times. Ouch. Well, I'm not liking that in the slightest. Let's see. So, let's go ahead and get rid of Violon Prison to kill that. Let's go ahead and add... yeah, let's just maw Hunders. We can't summon anything else from there. Ouchies. And then we'll just get rid of this. So hopefully, less damage. And in fact, I'm not sure if he's... I'm just attacking so I can perhaps have more summons. I'm not sure if Zap Mustang's even going to be worth it because he has that 1800 he can attack over. Although I already used this, so I can't special summon anyway. But we'll set that to scare him. Oh, Wave Motion Cannon. I've already died. Well. Fuck tricksters then. Alrighty then. 6 duel versus Kai. Not doing too great so far. Not doing too bad either. We're going first. We've got some Hunders. Let's go ahead and put some Hunders on here. Let's see. Ties of the Brethren. Zap Mustang and this thing. Thunder King. And finally, the Swords of Revealing Light comes into play. Which, again, Zap Mustang says you must declare an attack in order to special summon. Swords of Revealing Light says you cannot declare an attack. Therefore, he will not be able to special summon unless he gets rid of this first. And then he'll have to declare an attack and do stuff like that. There's more elaborate lockdowns if you have things like, whatchamacallit. Terminal World says both players skip their main phase 2, which with Zap Mustang, because basically how the way he works, like, you have to attack, and then during the main phase 2 you could special summon. But if there is no main phase 2, then you're just doomed. That's a nice Terratop you have there. It's a pity you can't do any other things. Pity it doesn't have enough attack. That'd be cool if it had some attack. Let's see. I'm kind of afraid though that it'll have things, and I don't want them to have things. But if you move stuff to defense mode, then they can have more attacks, and I don't want them to have more attacks. I made that mistake in testing. I moved this into defense position to stop against the mirror forces, and then it was like, well, then they're just attacking into it. They'll take the damage, and then they can special summon during the next part. But that's fine, we're doing some damage. A fair amount of damage, I should say. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and give a big old Hardleg Patreon shout-out during the 6th duel, because it's always during the 6th duel if I can help it, to Brandon Aupperle, who you may remember from last week with his Fire King deck that he suggested. Pretty neat guy, pretty neat in general. And, you know, just he's one of the newer patrons. I haven't gotten a chance to get to know him yet or anything. He hasn't come to the Patreon hangouts. Why would you dimensional boundary now? I mean, you can negate that effect, but I'll come. But yeah, thanks to him. If nothing else, he was really flexible with the Fire Kings. He originally wanted me to do Aupperle Fire Kings, which is an interesting combo, but not very, doesn't work very well. And he's got the double, I think he's playing pure Speedroids. And I made Giant Hand because it's a quick effect during either player's turn. I can negate one of his effects. Yeah, even if he wanted to attack, he cannot attack. And I think that may be game. That may just be game unless he's got some kind of mirroring force. Because I can just put so many monsters onto the field. No, he still has that thing. He might be able to change me all into defense position. It is a speedroid. Nope. Sadly, still no meta decks. Just losing or winning to things that I don't expect to run into. But we've managed to tide it up, and we've managed to tide it up. What am I? I think I need to take a break. We'll be back. It'll be like 20 minutes for me, but it'll be like a second for you. It'll be like kapow. All right, here we are, 7th duel. I'm back. I had some buttered toast. It was pretty delicious, I gotta say. And we're going first, which is always good. And we've got a combo, a wombo, some might even say. Unless he can somehow negate this. I don't think he can. But we've got our Zap Mustang and our Denko Sekka. Which again, we're getting this combo off quite a lot, but we're not getting as many surrenders as when I would get this combo off, and then people would struggle valiantly against it for maybe a turn or two, or they'd notice this like just right off the bat and be like, nope, can't do anything. Because he cannot special summon. He cannot. Dinosaurs. That's gonna be a bad time. Because he's lowering attack and he has such high attack. So he can run over to my Denko and then he can do things. But he's still limited to just the one attack. Really what I need is some kind of monster I can get in there and do other things too. Because this is still slowing his combos down a lot, but he's gonna get rid of this, and if he's playing any traps, which the dinosaurs, when I'm recording this, the dinosaurs just came out, and they've seen like a huge resurgence in popularity. So it's very difficult to tell just what the standard build is, or how many traps they'll have. So we could go ahead and Galaxy Cyclone. We'll kill that. Good, get rid of his Twin Twisters. And then next turn we'll be able to get rid of Lost World, which will really help us out. Unfortunately, he's going to have upwards of 2. And if he didn't have Lost World, I'd be able to get over him with Thunder King Rai-Oh. I think I'm going to do that anyway. Like, I won't be able to get over it, obviously. But I'm going to set this out here. Just to give him another target and to slow him down a little bit. Because he's still not going to be able to special summon all that well. I mean, he's going to be able to special summon twice, and if he can get his big thing. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much doomed. Sadly, that is just... I went for the Galaxy Cyclone because I had played Twin Twisters so much, but these Lost World, or the dinosaurs that use Lost Worlds that aren't the True King builds, really lose hard if you can get rid of Lost World. Sadly, I could not get rid of Lost World. At least not until this turn. But now he's got 2 summoned, so he can, like, Ixie summon both of these. Ragna 0. Good choice. And then he can get his big thing on board, and unless I have some kind of board clearing... Even if I have some kind of board clearing, I'm not going to be in a very good spot. Yeah, and I want to do that because otherwise he'll be able to just use the effect on whatever I summon. Because he can destroy any monster whose current attack is different from its original attack. Granted, he's still got all this stuff, so if we see like a Lost Wind or anything else that's remotely good, we're going to be in for a bad time. Although, okay. If I could do this, I might be pretty good. This is exactly the reason why we play Crimson Blader. So it's got a crap ton of attack. If I can get over his thing, then he's not going to be able to special summon level 5 or higher monsters next turn, which means I don't have to worry about the Ultimate Conductor, and he's got Quaking Mirror Force. Well, I will see you in the next duel then. Alright, 8th duel versus Joel. Just a normal, just a happy, he's just a little Joel. He's just joling his way around town. I am, of course, that. I can't pronounce it. I just, I put it on there because things. And you know what? This is actually pretty good. Okay, so we can Ma Hunder. Ma Hunder will be like, yo, I'm gonna Pa Hunder. And Pa Hunder will be like, hey, that's cool. Do you mind if I invite my friend? His name's Denko Sekka. And Ma Hunder's like, well, he's not a Hunder. Not even sure if that's a he. He's got kind of like lipstick on. I don't know. And he's like, hey, it's the 20th century. Why don't you get with the times? She's like, current year argument coming at it again. We're just going to make Giant Hand. It's not much. I have another version of this deck. Basically, the side deck contains a bunch of trap holes and, oh, great, more dinosaurs. Just what I always wanted. Fortunately, I can negate monsters. But it's still, if he gets Soul Devouring Oviraptor, he's just going to be able to attack over this. Oh. And he's playing the true. You could see all the variants of dinosaurs. Why would I even make a Hunder deck? I could be making a dinosaur deck. And just jump on the bandwagon with everyone else. Already getting sick of these guys, I tell you what. I'm gonna have to find out some more texts that specifically counter these, I suppose. No. No, you're not allowed. I'm shutting down your combos right now. I have Dark Hole. Oh yeah, they could just make themselves immune to all things forever. I forgot about that. With a hand trap. Oh, and just why not summon out that thing? I'm pretty sure he's just gonna OTK. I had hope for you, Joel. You were supposed to be normal. Playing something I'd expect. Not more dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are just special summon. So here's a question for all you people out there. When they do hit the dinosaurs, because I'm pretty sure these dinosaurs are going to be hit, what do they hit? The Soul Devouring Oviraptor? That seems like maybe. Although that opens up a lot of plays that aren't necessarily bad. It's using that in combination with these things like the Pterodon and the Babysaurus. Level 4 higher zombie type monster. Or it could just be... I'd say maybe this guy, but it's not very often they reduce a boss monster. Because if you got rid of this guy, then you could still just have like a rank 4 turbo that just made a whole bunch of Evolzars over and over again. Let's get now more True Kings. The real question is, do I have something else that can get over that, or is it just... am I even going to have a chance? Huh, I wonder why he just didn't inflict the damage. He could have done it on that one, too. And then I'm pretty sure I'd be dead. We'll see if I have 1,000 left. No, I wouldn't be dead. I'd be close, though. But this can negate everything. I'd be at 700. Maybe if he had summoned this in attack. If he could have summoned this in attack, who knows? So, let's see if maybe he tries to negate this. Let's try to bait this out. Oh! Oh! That was a silly thing! Oh, but he could just do other stuff. Yeah, if he gets any 2 monsters, he could summon that back out again. But at least I put up a... well, I didn't hurt him or anything. Yeah, I didn't really put up a fight. There's another Soul Devourer. Well, I know this deck doesn't lose. Maybe I was too late with this. If this had been an anti-meta deck, like, a few days ago, you already have game. Just go for game. It's not like I have Battle Fader or anything. But yeah, if this had been an anti-meta deck like a few months ago, it would have been, like, perfect. But, I guess these are becoming the new meta. At least as I'm doing them. You already have game. Just go. I hate people. They're like, no, I've got to do my combos because I'm not here to compete against someone. I'm here to just do a whole bunch of combos and show them off. Frustrating. Anyway, we'll go into the 9th duel. Alright. 9th duel, Laser Master. Let's go. If I see another goddamn dinosaur, I'm gonna be a very upset gentleman, I tell you what. Let's see. Okay, so we've got, okay. I could do some things. Let's say we'll save the Hunder. We'll get the Bro Hunder. Bro Hunder. Zap Mustang. Because he's the only one we use Photon Lead for. Why not? Of course, Bro Hunder is out here in the open. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. If he has anything with over 100 attack, he's going to get at least one special summon. We just gotta hope that one special summon isn't enough to get him all the things. Or that he's not playing something else that normal summons twice, like Constellars. Or Evil Swarm, maybe. Yosenju's, perhaps? He is the master of lasers. We will see. Oh no. Oh, it's one of you again. Oh, but he can only destroy spell traps. Does he have the other one that lets him destroy monsters? No. You cannot pendulum. But he has monsters. He could have normal summoned that. Although a lot of people don't read Zap Mustang. It's kind of a wall of text. Although to be fair, most of that is just telling you when you can't summon him, under what conditions. It's once you get here that it's like twice per turn, this cannot be each time they special summon and reach the damage step. Okay, so that one can destroy monsters. So if he can get rid of Zap Mustang, which he probably can, and then just barf his whole hand out on the field. And then once again I've lost in the first turn. I just don't understand. It's been a sad state of affairs. I mean, I got some wins in there. And I knew this deck going in, I think I said at the beginning, was not the most competent version of the deck, but I've won a lot more with this than I thought. Granted, again, I did not go against a lot of Dragon Pits. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm getting rid of that, and then he can Pendulum. Gotta stop that Zap Mustang. Too strong. Too powerful. Can't be beaten. But yeah, unless I top deck my Raigeki or Dark Hole, unfortunately I can't get over Pendulums. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. Not enough attack to get over things, though. Pretty sure you could just... No, you can only use that effect once per turn. I mean, he's not putting a lot of damage on board, so... There's that. I can get over most of the stuff he has with stuff I have. But as long as he's got that, he could always just discard another magician to destroy the things I love. And I don't want any of that. You could fusion summon one dragon type using monsters you control. Okay, so we might be able to fusion with Splash Mammoth. I don't know what it is about the word mammoth that's just fun to say. The Crystal Beast with the Amber Mammoth. No? Just, okay. Oh! Ooh! Ooh-ah-ah. Of course, he could still do all those things that I said before. I can't conduct the battle phase the turn I activate this card, or special summon. So he could just tribute that to do it again. But whatever, we live dangerously. Why wouldn't we? The alternative is just putting on this. I mean, I'm still gonna lose, but I'll lose faster this way. At least it'll be dynamic. Ho ho! And then this will be bait. These are both bait. Maybe he'll discard some things. It's a pity he can't attack after Ties of the Brethren. Not sure if it would receive more or less play. Oh, why thank you. That'll pay for half of this. And okay, that's not a magician. It's a magical abductor. Please hit Galaxy Cyclone. Yes! Now I can get rid of this next turn. That was bait. Now my other thing will be surely some kind of nightmare for you that you'll be unable to comprehend. Getting rid of Thunder King. Not a good idea. Granted, he can attack with Splash Mammoth. And then Pendulum summon one monster back. But I'll be able to attack next time. Just gotta hope he goes for that Zap Mustang. Thinking that it's not reading the part in the middle that it can't be destroyed up to twice per turn. Hey, hey! All my dreams worked out. Now he's gonna Pendulum just that back, yep. Granted, he could just continue to Pendulum, but... Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, let's... First of all, Galaxy Cyclone that. Because I don't want any part of that. Duh, okay. I won't play any traps either. You have no power here, Royal Decree. You have no power. Ooh. Alright. So, let's go ahead. Yeah, that's sexy. I like it. And I gotta attack first, otherwise I won't be able to do things. But we'll clear that off. We'll clear that out. And then we can... Oh, I use that. I was like, I'll make another scrap dragon. It'll be amazing. Yeah, I can still activate this just to get more. Let's get more on the field. Yeah, that way if we get Darkhold Raigeki, it'll be even more catastrophic. But now he has to rebuild his pendulum scales and attack for things. Ho ho! Do you have more spells you can activate, though? No pendulum summoning until you attack with your Splash Mammoth. And what will you attack? Hunder. Okay, that was a bad choice. What will I equip to? Probably Hunder, because if he's going to blow up anything, he's going to blow up my Zap Mustang. But I don't think he can, because this is level 3. He can't, he's got 3 scale. He can only summon a 4. That's just a normal monster. What? Oh, they can only special summon a number of times, not a number of monsters. So he gets that one special summon. He can't then Ixie summon with those, which is pretty cool. I can't Ties of the Brethren. Let's see here. So let's just go ahead. Okay, this has the thing. So let's attack over that. 2,400. And fuck you too. And shit, bitch. You don't even need to be here. Oh, we have the same amount. Well, yeah, next time you'll see. And then I think at this point... Let's see, do I want to make... Yeah, because this photon lead's not... Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll scrap Dragon. That already has 2,800. So we'll put this on Zap Mustang. And then I don't need this anymore. So let's just go ahead and blow up this and your high scale. There we go, and I can do that again because this photon lead's not doing me much good. At this point, I've already got both my Zap Mustangs out. I mean, you could still use this to just get an additional summon and do things. Which, I've never usually been a fan of cards that just let you get an additional summon. Double summon, not all that good. Ooh. But he's just going to add another Magispector. And their highest scale is 5. So I don't think he can complete his scales with that. He's just going to get straight old attacked. For a lot. I mean a lot. And he can't attack either of these now because this one has 28 and this one has 26. He really needs that board clearing to be able to do things. Yeah. I'll put more attack on board, why wouldn't I? And there's another version of this deck I had originally that had whatchamacallit, Solidarity in here. So I could do that extra damage. Because Solidarity will give all your monsters of the same type. We'll just clear out even more pendulums. Yay me! Finally doing something decent, and then the Raigeki comes in. 1 Raigeki, 2 scales. I would not be surprised. But yeah, I had a more beat-down variant of this that could actually OTK under certain circumstances, where I think instead of the photon leads, I just had Solidarity. Which is like, as soon as you get 1 Thunder monster in the graveyard, all your Thunder monsters gain 800 attack. So Thunder King Rai-Oh and this were just like nigh unstoppable. Ooh, Skullcrabat. So he's going to be able to search, he's going to be able to attack. I've left this out here. I maybe should have Scrap Dragoned this, but I wanted to save it because I thought maybe next turn. He wouldn't be able to summon anything. You just have to set some stuff. But with how many different things he's playing, it's hard to tell what he's actually got. I mean, obviously it's a lot of pendulum stuff. And this is only a one of anyway, so I couldn't have predicted that. Not from the laser master. Not a single laser yet. Okay. So he can summon level 3. Okay, so he's going to attack over this. Then he's going to summon his, whatchamacallit, the thing he likes, and then get rid of Zap. No. No, he's not. Oh yeah, no, he is. I keep forgetting we can do multiples. He could summon once per turn, but he could summon multiple cards. Going for Scrap Dragon. Interesting. I don't have a scrap monster in my graveyard. Very few people do. Granted, that's going to stop him from getting his scale, and now he's going to be able to have whatever scale he wants. He can do lots of things. This may not be of one but you know what? I don't mind this as much. This isn't like the dinosaurs where it's like I just didn't have a chance the entire time. This one I actually did things. I had combos and wombos even. It just didn't work out for me. Yeah, and he's got no set cards because he didn't play any traps. He's just not a trap-tastic kind of guy. So I'll just do as much damage as I can. I mean, he's still going to have trouble attacking. Okay, he's still got, yeah. We'll set that to scare him. Maybe I've got a quick play. Can't see it, but I'm doing these hand motions to try to get him. He's attack the bait. Ooh, oh, wait, no. But yeah, he still has to attack this unless he has another eccentric that he can normal summon. I'm not out of this yet. Oh, he's just going to take the damage. Just attacking into there to kill that. He's realized how it works. Because then he can pendulum all the things. At least until links come out, and then he could just get one motherfucker. Once again. Which would not be helping him. It's one of those decks. I mean, it'll still work after links. It still does the things that it needs to do. It just won't be able to work against Zap Mustang. Which is a cool name, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed him on the sleeves there. He's got a vape. He's Vape Mustang, as one of the patrons called him. Fundamentally different. Just summoning all the things. Every last thing. Yep. Now he's got too many things for me to handle. Even if I Dark Hole and or Raigeki, I'm not going to be able to get... He's just going to summon them back out again. So sadly, I think that's yet another loss. But it was a loss with dignity. It was a loss where I did things and the scores were tight. I just didn't do enough things. So yeah, I'll see you in the next duel. Alright, ladies and non-ladies, here we are in the final duel versus Envirum. Once again, we have the things that we want to have. Let's go ahead and play dangerously. I played 2 Pot of Desires. True that the Zap Mustang is important to our lockdown, and we do only play 2 of them, but I like to live dangerously. I think I already said that. Let's see. This has the most attack, so we will put this down. Although it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. And you already know how this works. 1 Thunder King, 1 Zap Mustang, hold the mustard, and a Swords of Revealing Light just to settle things in. Now, will we get another one of many decks that can actually get over this? Or will we be lucky enough to find one of the ones that can't quite get over this? Because there's a lot of them. In testing, I ran into most of those decks. Now, not so much. Either that or, who knows, maybe just people are filled with more determination on the unranked servers. Maybe on ranked they're more prone to giving up. It's possible that, like, you know, like when we saw with that, Cosmic Cyclone. Okay, so now he can attack. But will he want to attack? Ah, Ice Bell. You're not gonna be able to do it. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say it's possible on the ranked server that I had a lot more people give up. Looking at that pendulum player, like for a while there, it looked like there was nothing he could do. It looked like maybe he had lost completely, and then suddenly, he was doing good. Oh, I can't add from my deck to my hand except by drawing. I always forget that. Bro Hunder, not particularly useful when you've got Thunder King Rai-Oh. Same thing with Thunder Seahorse. But that's alright. If nothing else, we can use him for other things. In fact, this will probably be better, then he won't be able to get anything. We'll just make our big synchro. The synchro I usually make that I don't think I even have done, really. Where's he at? Where's he at? Start a spark. Doodly-doo. And then Torrential Tribute. Nope, Solemn Strike. Well, I can still use Prism. I'll put it on the sky. Hey! Pot of Desires? Why not? I probably just banished all my Denko Sekkas, but, you know, there's that. So we're good. I got Lightning Vortex, I've got Dark Hole. He's only got 600. If nothing else, I could just wipe the field and make a Gaga Cowboy. So you know what? It took 10 duel... Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, he still has to... Okay. Whew. But yeah, you can see Eidolons, Wind Witches... Not very... In particular, Eidolons. Deck de Arrombado. Someone will have to translate that for me. But either way, we get a win. We got 4 wins. I consider that not a success, but it's good enough. There'll be replays. Either way, I'll see you on the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Anti-Meta Thunder Bros went 6-4. Not too bad, not too good either. I would have liked to do a little bit better, but hopefully you saw the potential in this deck. It's a little more linear than I like. I tried to make it not quite so linear, but just with the opening hands we got, pretty much most of the time we ended up getting Ties of the Brethren, which was kind of lucky as far as giving us a better chance to win, although we didn't win anyway. But it wasn't as lucky for making interesting duels. But hopefully you guys had some fun. You get to see me be a little salty. I get salty from time to time. Who doesn't? Anyway, next week I'll be looking at something else, a request from a patron. I'm not sure exactly what yet. He wanted me to do something with Sacred Beasts, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it work. So I might have to go to a backup, but maybe Sacred Beast deck. We'll see. Anyway, until then, good luck and have fun.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Just what lies ahead, only one way to find out. Let's keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. what you can see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Oh yeah.